And the waiting game begins. Sorry about that. Unknown trader, what's going on, brother? You're pretty much always the first. You or Victor Falls, I believe. Right. Pat Travelino, what's going on, brother? You guys have a good Christmas? No freaking ZD now. Some days you're the windshield, some days you're the bug. Today I'm the bug. Sorry to hear that, bro. Sorry to hear that. Oh, thanks, unknown trader. Thank you, brother. See if we can get a decent crowd in here today. I'm getting a little sick. I'm not feeling great, so I'm going to do my best here. I can't promise I'll be on super long, but I'll go as long as I can. Arlene Smith, hello. Ready for the big snow? I don't even know what we're getting. Let me check because I don't even know how much we're getting. Oh, is that right? Oh yeah, don't even. That's not good, bro. Fuck MacBooks. I hate them with a fucking passion. Oh, let me see what the accumulation is going to be. About an inch. Right. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, about an inch. I guess considering what New York and New Jersey have to look forward to, it's no big deal, really, right? How much you guys getting in New York? About 10 inches? Some shit like that? I think that's what it is, right? 6 to 10 or something? $15 people. Hit the like button, guys. Ghislaine Maxwell is Jeffrey Epstein's partner. She was like a British woman, I believe British, who was very well connected and stuff. Father was in the Mossad, I believe. But she would, talk these young girls into, doing what they were doing. She would like groom them for Epstein. So she's a convicted sex trafficker. And Donald Trump already moved her to a very, very cushy prison where she has no worries. And it's only a matter of time till he pardons her. And people are wondering, more and more how soon it'll be. I don't think it'll be long from now. How long till words kill you? Sorry? What? But yeah, he's gonna pardon her because she knows everything. She knows where the bodies are buried, so to speak, and he has to, otherwise she'll talk. And he's as guilty as sin. He does hate Minnesota. He hates America as a whole. He does. I mean, listen to him speak sometime. Tell me if you've ever heard anybody speak that badly of the United States, at least as far as Americans go. All he does is talk shit about our country and the people in it. That's it. And then the MAGA people call themselves patriots. So funny. Why are MAGA chicks so dumb? My personal opinion, MAGA people in generally are dumb, but a lot of the women, they don't really, get too politically involved. So they just follow whatever politics their husband, uh, you know, aligns with, I guess. So why do you not care about the names already released? What names would those be? What names? Yeah, I just started the show 5 minutes ago. And since you typed that, it went up to 44. Bro, you made a channel about Trump. You're obsessed. Yeah. Any channel that talks about Trump is obsessed. Absolutely. Meanwhile, the channel isn't even about Trump. The channel is a part of a community called MobTube. And the majority of my shows are about other things completely and totally unrelated to politics. But yeah, sure, why not? And you know that people do these things on YouTube for a living, right? Like not as a hobby. Yeah. You're not real bright, are you? Meanwhile, if I was talking about Biden, the dude would be like, yeah, channel about Biden. Awesome, bro. Thanks, man. Oh. I didn't hear anything about Oprah. But I don't care. Whoever is on the list should, if they did something wrong, they should go to prison. I don't care who it is. And as far as Clinton, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about by list because there's been no list released. Clinton came out and said, I want you to release all the files now, especially anything referencing me. So that would lead me to believe that Bill Clinton isn't worried about much. Okay. I don't know who Cooney is. Who is Cooney exactly? Who is that? Hey, Victor, what's going on, brother? What's your opinion on the deportation of Somalis from the U.S. ICE is apparently everywhere? I don't even care about the issue at all. Deport them. Who cares? Yeah, sure he does, Sherry B. Yeah, like you dipshits weren't. You're one of those people that doesn't know anything, but you use corny cliches and shit. You know that you guys for 4 years just bitched 24 hours a day about Joe Biden. You had your stupid little, chants, let's go, Brandon, and all that corny shit. You wore FJB shirts and hats and stuff. You forgot about all that? Yeah. You talk a Bajo Trump every day. You're a frustrated reject. Yeah, you want to try to rewrite that? I'm not frustrated at all. Dickhead. Are you telling me that anybody who talks about Trump every day, there's something wrong with them? Like there's people that don't do that for a living? You're telling me like all the like Midas Touch and Luke Beasley and Adam Mockler and Brian Tyler Cohen and David Packman and Kyle Kalinske, all these people, they're just crazy people. They're not on here because they make a fuck ton of money off of, speaking about politics. You're so retarded. It's almost hard to believe. Like, and if my channel was completely about Trump, shouldn't I be talking about him every day? I mean, what else should I talk about? If let's just say you have a Trump channel, a fuck Trump channel, an anti-Trump channel, who would you talk about? Like Taylor Swift or somebody? Who would you talk about? Would you talk about boxing all day, football? Or would you talk about Trump? You meant George Clooney? Oh, yeah. I don't even know that. First of all, there's no list. So I don't even know what he's talking about. I have no idea. Yes, it is. Exactly. No freaking ZD now. Well said. Yes. Yeah. I think I saw some of that. Yeah. If that's the most recent interview he did. Yeah. Yeah. He's right when he said about being a Yale educated lawyer and stuff. And, and what he's talking about the Trump kids, Jared Kushner. Yeah. I mean, if Hunter Biden would have done a tenth of what those motherfuckers are doing, oh my God. The administration of peace bombed Nigeria on Christmas Day. Yeah, he's the peace president, man. Don't forget. Blowing up those fishermen too, just like blowing them motherfuckers up right in the ocean. Peace president. Move out of your grandma's basement. White walls are so 1970. You're such a stupid motherfucker. First of all, white walls are out of style. Are you serious? And Josiah, this is my mom's room. My mom just passed away, and I moved my studio, I guess you could say, into her room. and I don't plan on putting any type of decoration behind me. So you see how stupid you are when you say shit you know nothing about? This is like me and my wife. This is our home, and my wife and my mom lived with us because I was taking care of her for like the last 7 years. And yeah, but yeah, white walls. That's insane. White walls. Who has white walls? What color are your walls? Out of curiosity. Besides, they're not white either. It's not white at all. But I guess you can't tell. Meanwhile, I'm not blocking anybody. Red team, go. It's just you saying that. What proof do I have about Trump? What proof do I have about Trump? I mean, Linda, are you fucking retarded too? Can you ask a question? What proof do you have about Trump doing XYZ? What do you mean? What proof do I have about Trump? What does that mean? God almighty, I'm in no mood to put up with you fucking douchebags today. Yeah, Trump derangement syndrome. Yeah, sure. That's what you guys got. We see him for who he is. You guys see him for being something else. I mean, you guys see him as this, like, peace-loving, flag-waving patriot. Meanwhile, he's a complete and total con man, and he's conned you guys more than anyone else. And you think we have Trump derangement syndrome. No, you guys are delusional. You see a guy who isn't really there, and you fail to see who's right in front of you. So you were fake. You use Trump to make money. Nothing is authentic about you. Oh, gotcha. So like Fox News, then them too, and like every other like news network and independent journalist, people like that, political commentator. So what you're saying is it's absurd for people to talk politics. Let's be honest. If they're talking about the guy you don't like, it's absurd, right? That's crazy. I mean, who has ever talked politics? It's not like something that's been happening for hundreds of years or anything. No, it's totally brand new, and I'm the first guy doing it. I mean, I'm crazy. You're right, Manifest Destiny. I am a fucking complete and total moron sitting here talking about the leader of the free world, the most powerful man in the entire world. I mean, what kind of topic of conversation is that? I should definitely be talking about like wrestling or something. You're an asshole. Yeah, I know. Well, you got to understand why they do that. What they mean is, no matter what proof you show them, it's not proof to them. And if it's not proof to them, it's not proof at all. So I could show them a video of Trump raping a 12-year-old, and they'd be like, yeah, but what kind of proof is that? You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Proof of what, dummy? Let me see. You choose to talk about Trump is the point. You have a channel about anything else. Yeah. Manifest Destiny. This channel is technically about the history of the mafia. If you go on this channel, the one you're on right now, you'll find where I've interviewed guys from all the crime families. You'll see where I've interviewed movie stars and people from shows like The Sopranos and Boardwalk Empire. You'll see that I interviewed people from movies like Goodfellas and A Bronx Tale and The Irishman, and all types of gangster films and shit like that. You'll see that I've done addiction and recovery shows. I'm big into addiction and recovery, so I do those shows, try to help people with their addiction because I'm 6.5 years clean and sober. You'll also see true crime videos on this channel, like a series about the Idaho murders. You'll see DJ videos. You'll see all types of shit. Go to my playlists, you dumb motherfucker. And you'll see that the least amount of videos on this channel are politics. That's the least amount of. I have probably 6-7 different fucking types of content on here, and that's the least of it. So again, you know nothing, but here you are talking like you know something. The quintessential Trump supporter. Yeah, Trump is a guy. There you go. There's the proof about Trump. What kind of fucking question was she asking, Pat? Hunter Biden is a damn crackhead. Let me ask you something unapologetically, Monica. So this always cracked me up about you guys. So first of all, I'm going to go out on a limb here and bet. I bet my life, unapologetically, Monica, that you have a child that's an addict of some sort, or a parent, or a sibling, or an aunt, or an uncle, or a cousin, or something, best friend, coworker, right? And I bet that you don't like when people talk about them that way. You know what I mean? I guarantee it, right? But you guys don't like Joe Biden. So you make fun of the man for having a son with a severe drug addiction, which is probably one of the most heartbreaking things that can happen to a parent. Something that broke Joe Biden's heart, and something that he, there's even a message he left his son about it where he's crying, and it was the sweetest thing. He truly, he was destroyed by the fact that his son had a very dangerous drug addiction. And you make fun of a man because his son, that's like, I'll tell you what that's like unapologetically, Monica. It's like making fun of a man because his son has cancer. That's the level you guys operate on. That's why you're a laughing stock. That's why we all think you're jerk offs and we all think you're brainwashed, because there is nobody in this country today who does not have personal experiences with addiction. Nobody, even if it's not your own personal experience, it's somebody in your life that your life has been affected by their addictions. Okay. Now I do addiction recovery shows. Like I said, I've tried to help people with their addictions. I have in some cases. I've certainly been helped with mine. And I just don't understand. It's like, for example, Donald Trump Jr. is 1,000%, 1,000% a cokehead. He's a cocaine addict, Don Trump Jr. Everybody with eyes who isn't brainwashed knows this. You can't deny it. And believe me, I had a very bad powder cocaine addiction. I know what it looks like. Believe me, Donald Trump Jr. is without a doubt a severe, severe drug addict. And even his father doesn't really deny it, because one time he said something about none of my kids ever did drugs. He said, well, except Don Jr., he's always been kind of a wild man. And everybody laughed because they laugh at everything he says. So you know what a lowlife you sound like, saying, like, knocking a guy for having a drug addiction, like as if there's anybody in the world who's ever chosen to be an addict. You know how stupid you sound? And guess what? He's also, like, as he mentioned on his latest interview, a Yale educated attorney, a lawyer. And what are you exactly, unapologetically, Monica? What are you, like a secretary, a restaurant worker, a waitress? What do you do exactly? You're more accomplished than Hunter Biden. And I guarantee you, unapologetically, Monica, I'll put my life on it that you have some sort of addiction that's really fucking hurting you, because pretty much everybody does, So you're just an asshole. This is why people think the way they do of you guys, Hillary Clinton was putting it lightly when she said deplorable. You're disgusting people. And you never want to bring up the fact that Donald Trump Jr. is always constantly high on cocaine. And everybody knows it. Everybody's seen it. At least Hunter's open about it, but I don't believe he's an active addict of any kind. As far as we know, do we have any reason to believe he's still doing drugs other than you jerk off saying it? So, that's where you got to stoop to that, because you can't defend your guy. You can't defend your guy because he's a piece of shit. So it's like, let's talk about people's kids with drug addictions. Yeah. You're so far up your own ass, it's not even funny. Trump will not pardon her. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. That he pardons her. Everybody knows he's going to pardon her. He won't even rule it out. Now, you would think, convicted sex offender, all the proof in the world against her, that the president would say, no, that's a bridge too far. She's convicted. She was found. She pleaded guilty, or maybe she was found guilty, I believe. But she never denied that she was a pedo. Never. Not during her trial. Not at her sentencing. Did she or her lawyer ever deny that she was a pedophile? Okay. And when Donald Trump is asked, the best he'll give is, well, I'm not ruling it out. I can do it if I want to. Not sure if I will, but I can. He has to pardon her, base assassin, because I know you don't know this because you're stupid. But Donald Trump is the Epstein files. The Epstein files are being covered up because Donald Trump is such an enormous part of them. It's the only reason. So, he's going to pardon her. I'm going to give you a little timeline, and you could look this up if you want, but you won't because you guys are allergic to facts and research. Let me tell you what happened. So in June, They came out and said there's no Epstein list after months, years actually, of telling you there was. Trump told you there was. J.D. Vance did. Patel, Dan Bongino, and Pam Bondi. They told you there's an Epstein list. In February, Pam Bondi said it's on my desk. In June, they came out, told you there's no list, right? All of a sudden, this birthday card. The Wall Street Journal got a hold of this birthday card that it was proven 1,000% real that Donald Trump did write this to Jeffrey Epstein in like the year 2000. And it was very sick shit about enigmas and secrets. And it was pedophile talk. They were, he was talking pedophile talk to Epstein. And what do you know? Right after the Wall Street Journal just somehow wound up with this birthday card, Todd Blanche, the Deputy Attorney General, and Donald Trump's ex-defense lawyer, criminal defense lawyer, went to the prison where Ghislaine was to have a conversation with her. They got her on tape saying Trump didn't do nothing wrong. And then, what do you know? She was moved. She was moved to a nice, cushy prison where she's not even allowed to be because she's a sex trafficker. The Bureau of Prison rules say she can't even be at this prison because they don't allow convicted sex traffickers there. So now all he has to do yet is pardon her. It's part of the deal, and he will pardon her. If he doesn't do it before, he'll do it right after the midterms. There's no question about it. If you don't know that, you're a fucking idiot. But you're a Trump supporter, so you are an idiot. I mean, let's be honest. Why didn't Biden release the file? Why didn't Trump release them in his first term? Tell me that. Why didn't Trump release them in his first term, Paul Smith? Biden was completely involved in this diabolical crap. Tell me how. Tell me what crap you're talking about, how he was involved in it. Why didn't Trump release them, Paul Smith, in his first term before Biden took office? Tell me that. Why not? Why isn't Trump releasing them right now? Why not? How come there had to be a law passed? How come Trump didn't release them 6 months ago or 8 months ago? Because he has complete and total authority to do so. So how come he didn't? So when you answer my question, I'll answer yours, Paul. Why would any woman support a rapist, child molesters beyond me? Some sick fucking gross shit. Because they're not regular women, Rick Ernst, that you're used to being around and I'm used to being around. These are the most disgusting individuals on the planet. Horrible, despicable people. So they're not even bothered by pedophilia. They probably would have sacrificed one of their own kids to Jeffrey Epstein if it meant getting closer to Trump's cock. They don't care. They're horrible, horrible, despicable people. The same things over and over and over. Yep. Maxwell involved SARS-CoV. Yeah, okay. I don't think he will partner because there's nothing stopping her than grassing him up. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to say, but yeah, he will pardon her. For the very reason that it's a quid pro quo. He gives her a pardon. She never mentions his name or talks about. And honestly, she kind of already did her part because they got her on tape saying he did nothing. Well, she said she never saw him do anything wrong. She also said on that same tape she never saw Epstein do anything wrong. Meanwhile, she's in prison because of her and Epstein raping children together in the same room at the same time. So that's how good her word is. But she had to do that in order to get put in the cushy prison. Now she's in there. Next step, full pardon, and she gets out. It's very easy. Todd Blanche went there and said, exonerate Trump or we'll make your life miserable. But if you do, we'll put you in a nice, cushy prison where you got nothing to worry about. And the warden will help you with your emails and all your bullshit. And your meals will be delivered to your cell and all that. And that's exactly what she has going on right now. Because Trump was fighting the corrupt government trying to put him in prison. Soko, what's incredible is that I truly believe that you believe that. Trump is the most corrupt president in the history of America, hands down. But I truly believe that you think he's some crime fighter. who is fighting against the deep state, even though he is the deep state. And you think that he's responsible for putting Jeffrey Epstein in prison. Yeah, that's why when Ghislaine Maxwell was on trial, Donald Trump wished her well, said, I wish her well. A pedophile. Yeah. All right. Just spam in the chat. It's not going to work. Wait a minute. I don't think he will pardon her. I don't know what grassing. I don't know what that means, Hoobs Grove. All of a sudden, they found over 1 million new files. Isn't that convenient? They're trying to figure out every way possible not to release the rest of the files. And what do you know? They found 1.7 million more. And they're going to need some serious time to go through all this stuff. What do you know? What a coincidence, right? Yeah. Bobby, it's unbelievable. Shut up, you know evidence. You again. I've already showed you evidence. You are truly a gross immoral creature. I am? No. I'm very moral. I have better morals than any MAGA person. I am totally against pedophilia. You guys are not. You are for it. You cheer for it. You root for it. You love it. You can't get enough of it. And you're disgusting people who hate everybody. You hate Mexicans, Muslims, black people, gay people, trans people, lesbians. I mean, you're just sick, twisted people. You have no morals whatsoever. You cheer for and support and vote for, and you've elected a man who cheated on every wife he ever had, was accused of sexual assault 27 times since the 1970s, was accused of raping a 13-year-old girl, was found civilly liable for sexually assaulting E. Jean Carroll, was accused by his own wife in court filings in 1989 of brutally raping her. A guy who's a 34-time felon, twice impeached, business con artist his whole life, scammer. That's who you support. I would never support a man like that. Never. I have morals. Never. No, I don't know about that. I don't, who knows? I don't know if I believe all that. I think they might. I think to get close to Trump, yeah, they would do anything. They'd throw their own children to a pedo. The devil is a liar, and so are the Democrats, the party of slavery and KKK. Well, I hate to break the news to you, but the Republicans are the party of slavery and the KKK. Because again, the Democrats back then were conservatives, and the Republicans were liberals. Okay, now the Republicans are conservatives and the Democrats are liberals. That's why it's the right, not the left, that flies the rebel flag to this day, the Confederate flag, and wants to fight to keep statues of slave owners and Confederate leaders and soldiers up when Democrats, the liberals, are trying to tear them down. So yeah, you don't know much. Oh yeah, where are those 1,000 victims Trump essay? Where? Nowhere on the internet or news you see it. Sorry. Wow, you're very good at writing. You don't think they exist? First of all, nobody ever said Trump assaulted 1,000 girls. That's retarded. That's how many victims of Epstein there was. We don't know if Trump abused 2, 3, 10, 50, 200, or 1. But he definitely did grape some kids. There's no question about it. None. Sabrina Merrick, $2. The whole administration is trash. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they can't even spell loser. They're such losers. You better watch out making these claims. You're broke. Oh, is that supposed to be ass? Will end up getting sued? Sue me. Who's going to sue me? Trump? Yeah, no. No, there's evidence that he's a pedo. So nothing I'm saying is a slander. And you really think he's going to sue me? You mean like Fox News got sued when they lied about the 2020 election being stolen? You mean like that? Civil War was to end slavery. Yes, I'm fully aware. Trump has sued over 4,000 times in his life. Weird how he hasn't filed a lawsuit for anyone saying he's in the Epstein files. Ain't that some shit? Didn't sue Elon. Nope. Didn't sue anybody who said he's in the Epstein files. You know why? Depositions. He can't undergo a deposition. He can't do it. It's just like I lost my train of thought. Oh, the birthday card thing. So he was going to sue the Wall Street Journal. He started suing them, right? He began a civil case, whatever. And then he came to an agreement with Rupert Murdoch. Well, we'll just leave this alone for now. We won't do depositions yet because Trump can't do a deposition because that birthday card is his. I mean, his handwriting has been proven to be his. There's no question that was him that sent that perverted birthday card. Yeah, but there will be more. They are. Know what you're talking about before you open your mouth. That would be good advice for me to give you. I know what I'm talking about. Believe me. What's revisionist history? Tell me what. I'm curious. What's revisionist history? Tell me what I said that's inaccurate. Yeah, well said, David Sullivan. Yes, very true. Yep. All you need is Jesus. Yeah, I need an imaginary man in my life. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's a fact. Let me get down here. Guys, hit the like and subscribe, please. I'd appreciate it very much. Let me ask you to do this. All the people who agree, all the people who see Trump for what he is, do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe. Subscribing is the more important part. Do that because I need to gain some subs here. And it'll get me to do more of these shows. And I'm doing good work here, so please help me out there. Yeah, it's not an opinion at all. I mean, he's a pedo. The people in the chat were saying he essayed women and that the women were blaming Trump, which is not true. Well, I'd have to see the comments, but he was found civilly liable for graping E. Jean Carroll. You know that, right? So, I mean, that's one woman right there that in a court of law, he was proven to have, essayed her. I mean, a jury of his peers that his lawyers helped pick came to the conclusion that he did, in fact, do that to E. Jean Carroll. What does that mean, Zazua? Ack, you're the one, Y-O-U-R, the one who is wrong because I have done it. I have no idea what you're talking about. You've done what exactly? If there was proof, he wouldn't have been put in the position he is in. Bring proof to your claim. No. There's proof, but you people are brainwashed. Do you understand? He's in the position he's in because you're stupid, not because he's innocent. He's guilty, but you're stupid. So you vote for him even when you know, come on, everybody knows the guy's a sexual deviant. Everybody knows that he's a predator. Everybody. Even if you don't want to admit it, you know it. And you voted for him anyway. You don't care. You don't care at all. You don't care about pedophilia. Yep. Michael Cohen got him to drop a lawsuit because he wouldn't take a deposition. Yep. You know why? Because you got to be very careful. You're under oath in a deposition. You can be found guilty of perjury. So that's why Trump just doesn't do depositions, because he knows that he either has to admit that he did these things or he has to lie, in which case he can be criminally charged, prosecuted, convicted, all that good stuff. Republicans are proudly uneducated. Proudly. He tells them, I love the uneducated, and they cheer for him. No. That's what you guys do, not me. I actually research. Epstein's brother Mark supposedly asked Epstein if Putin still had vid of Trump blowing someone named Bubba. He did. I know. I agree. 83.5 mil worth of, I'm not sure what you mean, Rick Ernst. Katie Johnson maggots. Do you know who she is? Some of them do, but they just don't care. The rest of them, they don't know anything because they don't talk about her on Fox News. You know, he's going to do it the day before he's out of office. Ghislaine, if she's not murdered in prison, is going to use it as leverage, and Trump will wait until the last day. I don't think he's going to wait. I thought the same thing, but I don't think so anymore. I think he's going to do it much, much sooner, as soon as the midterms pass, because he don't need no, he can't run again, you know, so he don't care. But she won't be murdered, because if you look at the emails from prison that she's been sending out, I mean, she's got it made in there. She's not bothered. If the other inmates even talk about her, they get in trouble. No shit. Oh, really, Dustin? That sucks. You have no proof Trump is a pedo. No. There's tons of proof. You just don't. You choose not to believe it. If you see Biden in a digitally altered video where he appears to sniff a kid's head, he's a pedo. But if you see Trump say about a 10-year-old girl, I'll be dating her in 10 years, or talk about wanting to fuck his own daughter when she was 4 years old, or see what he said to and about Michael Cohen's then 15-year-old daughter. And if you look at the very, very detailed deposition by Katie Johnson, where she described how Trump brutally raped her. And if you look at all these other things, you would either have to acknowledge that it's proof that he's a pedo, or you would have to do what Trump supporters do, stick your head in the sand and say, no, I don't believe it. He's my guy. I don't believe it. And that's what you guys always choose to do. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that. Guys, please hit the like and subscribe. There's 143 of you. Do that now. I'm just going to wait a second here while you guys do that. Hit the like and subscribe. And if you feel so inclined, donate. Super chat, Cash App. My Cash App is in the chat. You know where the super chats are. Please, if you can, I'd appreciate it very, very much. No. When it comes to Trump, no. They don't care. Trump was never tried civilly for it was sexual abuse. And the judge said that this is equal to being found guilty of rape in a civil or in a criminal court. So yes, he was. It's just they called it by a different name because that's how they had to do it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. If he was innocent and the Dems were guilty, he'd be walking around with it plastered to his forehead. Not only that, he would have released it in his first term. You know, all this shit. You guys really think there's this cabal of Democratic pedos, you know? Like, meanwhile, no proof of any kind. And Trump isn't releasing any, even though, again, Trump could release the Epstein files right now, this minute, with one Truth Social post. Pam, release the files, and they'll be released. He could have done it 6 months ago, 8 months ago. He could have done it yesterday. He could do it tomorrow. No question about it. But we had to go through Congress. There had to be a law passed. The Congress had to be shut down for 50 days, so they didn't get that 218th signature on the discharge petition right away. All this shit because he won't release the files. Is that right? Oh, wow. Slim Racing Central or Sim Racing Central. I'm not surprised. There's proof they deleted the files he released. Files now missing. Some of them, I think you mean. Not all the files. Clinton has stated, drop everything related to him and Epstein. Can Trump say the same? Oh, yeah. Clinton told Trump everything, even referencing me in the Epstein files. Drop it today. This was days ago. What happened? Nothing. Is Trump protecting Bill Clinton now? Yeah. Oh, I don't. Forgive me when it's my show and I see a live chat and people are saying things that appear to be directed at me because, again, I'm the guy that reads the comments. Yeah, I might assume that it's about me. Yes, because I can't read all the comments. It'd be impossible. Maxwell will be flown to Israel. Probably. Imagine voting for a guy who sucked off a horse. Who did that exactly? Who would that be? A guy who sucked off a horse? Reading is fundamental, MAGA. Reading and comprehension, yes. What about Bill Clinton, Christopher? What about him? If you don't physically do the act, you're innocent. What act? I don't know. I'm looking through your comments now. I don't know. I wish you guys would put like your entire statement in one comment so I knew what you were talking about. There's nothing in the files. Yeah, that's definitely why they're covering them up. Yeah, because there's nothing in there. You're an idiot. Doesn't matter how much proof you give MAGA, they don't care. They have never cared about children. They wrap themselves in their fake religious BS. 100% true. The DOJ that's had a year-long reputation of lying under Trump. Yeah, let's trust them. Yeah. Clinton's camp wants all the files dropped. Can Trump say the same thing? Nope. You're a moron. He is not a... Look how he spelled it. And never been convicted of it and had nothing to do with Epstein. He was... Charles, when you say that, have you not seen the dozens of shit? Probably more than that, but we'll go with dozens. Because I know I alone have like 36 pictures of him with Epstein. Real authentic pictures. So all the pictures of him with Epstein, the videos of him with Epstein, when he said he's a great guy, he's a lot of fun to be with, and it's even said he loves beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side. It has nothing to do with Epstein, yet you'll also say that he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. Well, why did he do that? He has nothing to do with Epstein, right? I mean, he was best friends. You know, he met Melania through Epstein, right? You know, the first time he had sex with Melania was on the Lolita Express. So, you know that in the emails, the 20,000 or 30,000 emails that were dropped by the Democrat Democrat House Oversight Committee, do you know that he's named in them more than anyone else 1,686 times? Joe Biden took showers with his daughter. Well, according to her, and I know you like to believe her in that diary, but nowhere else, she said under oath in court, her father never did anything to hurt her, and that her words were grossly misinterpreted, taken out of context, and used to lob false accusations against innocent people. That was her words under oath in a court of law about that stuff in her diary. So I would go with that. Sore loser? How you figure? I didn't lose anything. I was running against Trump. What do you mean? You guys didn't win anything either. You just don't get that. You guys think you won because a politician won. Oh, yeah, because politicians, especially Donald Trump, care about you, right? Sure. No, Bill Henry, it's not true, because there was files released under Biden that were not redacted like this. It's not true. We've never seen anything like this. There's a packet the other day, somebody was showing 100 fucking pages. Every single word of every page was blacked out. It's bullshit. You know what I mean? Now they say that they found out that Trump was on Epstein's plane much more than they thought he was. He flew many more times than they originally thought on the plane. It's coming out in dribs and drabs. It's coming out. Yeah, hit the like button and subscribe, please. It's very, very important, especially the subscribe part. Do that shit ASAP. I'd appreciate it very, very much. Come on, keep subbing, guys. It's free, guys. Come on. You like what I'm doing, right? A lot of you. All right, well, hit the fucking subscribe button. I've gotten like 6 subs during this show. How's that possible? It's a sight to behold, MAGA courage holding firm in the face of facts, logic, and reason. Yeah, I know. They're allergic to all of that. They don't, they know whatever Fox News tells them is true, unless it's bad about Trump, then they're full of shit, just like CNN and MSNBC. And if Trump says it, it's definitely true, and nobody can tell them different. And if the Republicans say it in defense of Trump, it's 100% true, and nobody can tell them different. Zazua, $2. Can you explain Lolita, please? What do you mean? Explain Lolita. Can you elaborate? What do you want me to explain? All this because you lost an election. Oh my God. No. All this? You mean like January 6th? All this. Yeah. Yeah. Guy on here talking about Trump. That's crazy compared to a bunch of rednecks and hillbilly maniacs fucking storming the Capitol. Yeah. Yeah. Taking a shit on the Speaker of the House's desk and everything. Yeah. You're crazy. All this. Yeah. No, you guys have shown what happens when your guys lose an election. Yeah, when your guy loses an election, and he lost an election, and look what you did. Yeah, we're just on here talking. Oh my God, Chuck Roast, you probably mean it. You could be trolling, but you probably mean it. For once, I agree with you. Months ago, 3 months in here in Detroit, gas 315. It's 345. So under Trump, gas is going up. Thank you, Dustin Nunez. Yes. Yes, it's and where it's down, if national average, I'm not sure. It might still be down. A couple of weeks ago, it was down 10 cents a gallon, then it went down about 20 cents a gallon, national average. But yeah, places where where Dustin is in Detroit and here where I live in Pennsylvania, gas is up. It's not down. It's more than it was when Biden left office. MAGA defeated you all. MAGA defeated themselves because all these horrible policies, all these cuts to Medicaid and Medicare and SNAP and all this different shit, this is all going to hit the red states the hardest because that's where, you have a disproportionate amount of people on welfare and shit like that. The red states. That's where the poorest people in this country are. They're not in the blue states. They're in the red states. So it's going to hurt you guys. It's not big city hospitals closing all over the fucking place. It's rural hospitals in the middle of fucking nowhere. They still believe he won in 2020. I know. Bill Henry, tell me how I don't make sense. Tell me how. And I'm not partisan. I don't even give a fuck about you guys. Think that like if somebody talks bad about Trump, then they're all about the Democrats and shit. And I could not give a fuck less about any politician or any party. If Donald Trump was doing damn near anything else, if he was in a powerful position, I'd be on here doing the same thing. I've known the guy to be a scumbag since I was probably 7 or 8 years old. Everybody in New York knew that. Everybody. And even, later on when he was on TV and shit, everybody knew it about him. Listen to him insult half the country and he thinks he's smart. Google that if you think you're smart. Google what? Because there's no proof that half this country supports Donald Trump whatsoever. You know that, right? I hope you know that. Like half the country didn't vote, for example, because there's not even enough. Half the country can't even vote. But out of the people that did vote in the 2024 election, Trump did not get half of the votes. He didn't get 50% of the votes. So, yeah, in Texas, in Houston, Texas. Yeah, guys, it's called anecdotal evidence. It's like, oh, well, it's cheap in Houston, therefore it's cheap, period. No, it's not. It's up here. It's between $3.20 and $3.46 a gallon. When Biden left office, it was $2.99 a gallon. Dustin said his shit is going up from just months ago under Trump. Okay, it's down some places, it's up other places. That's why you have to look at the national average. That's all that matters. I don't think it'll take that long, personally. Maybe Patel, I think Bondi will be out sooner. Still Biden's economy. Well, according to Trump, Trump just said he gives the economy an A+++++. I could show you the clip if you want. So you're saying that according to Trump, Biden's economy is amazing? All right. Kelly Erickson, $10. Education is our number one national issue. We need required education from day one, teaching children. Anti-willful ignorance. P.S. You should debate the Euro and travel guy. You're on the right side of history. Who's that? I don't know who that is. I'll look him up, though. And thank you, Kelly. Thank you for the donation and the kind words. 10 of the last 11 recessions were caused by Republican presidents. Well, that's what happens. I mean, Republican presidents come in, they destroy the economy that the Democrat before them built. And then a Democrat has to come in after and fix the economy. And then the next Republican destroys it. And that's how it always works. Gas, Bill Henry, I guess you meant to say gas is not higher. Where I live, you're going to tell me where I live, it wasn't higher. Where I live, it was $2.99 at the gas station right down the street. Right now, that same gas station, I filled my tank 2 days ago. It's $3.20. And two other gas stations within about 5 miles of my house, it's $3.46 a gallon. You understand that gas is a different price no matter where you go, right? There's no such thing as a flat price for gasoline throughout the entire country. That's not a thing. So you do understand. Do you really think that it's the same price everywhere? Is that what you think? Oh my God, Chuck Roast. I was watching a thing earlier where they were showing all the times Trump said he'll have a health care plan in 2 weeks. Oh my God. He said it like 40 times in his first term. Lolita is a book written by it. Oh yeah. The book. I didn't know if you meant the plane. I didn't know if you meant the word. I didn't know. It's about a man attracted to young girls. Weird Epstein's planes was Lolita Express. Yes. And I believe in the book it's a specific underage girl, right? Or at least one of them or something, right? Because it's not just young; it's underage, I believe. When are not a democracy and never where or popular vote would win. Yeah, we are a democracy, stupid. I know we're a constitutional republic. Yeah, we're a democratic constitutional republic. Yes. Google, you think it's smart to insole half the country. What do you think Google would tell me? That's not something there could only be an opinion on that, not a fact. You do realize that, right? It doesn't matter where you live. It goes by the price of a barrel. You live in a blue state in a blue city, you're going to pay more, you fucking idiot. Yeah, it's not only blue states and blue cities where gas is up, you fucking idiot. It's not. It's the gas is different everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. I was in the Midwest about a month and a half ago, so not even a month ago. I traveled through all types of states. Guess what? Every single state, the gas prices were different. And that's just how it is anywhere else in the country, any other region of the country. Gas prices are different. So, and I live in Pennsylvania. Would you call Pennsylvania a blue state? Yeah, Bill Henry. Would you call Pennsylvania a blue state? Just out of curiosity. I'm wondering. Well, for me, I'm not trying to make it one. Gas prices are cheaper only in 7 rural states. Thank you, Wendell. See? Fucking dopes. Policies take time to implement. You won't see immediate results from any president. Obamacare was and is trash. That's Democrat. Yeah, it's such trash that it gave 24 million people who didn't have health insurance. Yeah, and you, whether it was you or someone else in the chat, said that this is still Biden's economy. I'm just pointing out that Donald Trump just said the other day on TV that he gives the economy an A plus 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 plus. And then they asked J.D. Vance on a different interview the next day or something. Donald Trump said he gives the economy that grade. What would you give it? And he said an A plus 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 plus. So is that, are they wrong? Are Trump and J.D. Vance wrong about the economy? And are you wrong about it still being Biden's? Oh, sorry, bro. Guys, give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. While I'm gone, please hit the like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it very much. All right, guys. Well, when you look at the graph of rising prices, it all happened 2 years into Biden's term. Well, what else happened, Mike Ramey, within 2 years of Biden's term? Can you tell me? You already know the answer to this. I don't even know why you put shit like that in the chat. Why would prices have been rising 2 years into Biden's term? Why would that be? And actually, it wasn't. I mean, prices started rising damn near immediately after Biden took office. So why? Why would that have happened under Biden? Did you tell me? Was there anything going on in the world that would have caused inflation and rising prices under Biden in the beginning of his term? What could have happened? I can't think. Sabrina Merrick, $5 bag of potato chips. That was $169 under Biden, is now $249. Oh, beef is up, fucking everything. Coffee, bananas, fucking rent is up, mortgages are more expensive. Fucking utilities are sky fucking high compared to where they were. Yeah, all this stuff is happening. Yeah, under Trump. Who knows? Yeah, no, it's Sahar. That's simply not true. Yeah, but they never came down. Oh, they absolutely did. They absolutely. What do you mean they never came down? They were higher, and peak inflation was like 2022, and he brought that down to 2.4% from 9.1%. And I'll tell you what, I could show you a video. Mike Ramey, you should YouTube this right now. CEO or some executive at Kroger's. It's a secret video that one of his employees got or something, where he's talking about how inflation raised the prices of everything and how he's now using that just to profit more. In other words, even though inflation's going down, he's not going to lower the prices of Kroger's items, to match inflation, because he could just keep the price high. He says people got used to paying this and they'll keep paying it. So I'm not going to lower prices. So that's kind of what happens a lot too. That's kind of what happens a lot. They figure out a way to make more money, they're going to do just that. And prices are higher now than they were under Biden. So you can't say like Trump brought down prices when he didn't bring down prices. It's not true. Let's ask Elon Musk's Grok. There is a lot of their spending, of course. And a lot of good legislation was passed that cost a lot of money under Biden and all that. But you know that Donald Trump, he spent $7.8 trillion. Like, that's how much debt he ran up. And Biden ran up $8.4 trillion, right? So it's just a difference of $600 billion. And a lot of Biden's spending was, of course, because of the pandemic. Supply chain due to poor management of pandemic. Yes, this is why prices went up. And gas prices went up because of the pandemic to them, because of Trump making a deal with Saudi Arabia and Russia to stop producing oil in the beginning of COVID because nobody was driving. And then Biden came into office. There wasn't enough oil, But we were producing record amounts of oil under Joe Biden. Chuck Roast, thanks to your president. $6.99 for Argentinian prime rib, right? I believe it. Who gave Argentina $40 billion to bail out his billionaire buddies? Yeah, Trump. No, Mike Ramey. Prices are up from where they were under Biden. Mike, you know all this shit. I've come to the conclusion you're just trolling me. I've gone over this a million times. It's from where they were under Biden. Prices are up right now of groceries and everything else, pretty much. So it's not that they didn't come down. They came down under Biden. Now they're going back up under Trump. You understand? They came down. Now they're going back up. That's what happened. And you know that. I don't know why you're busting my balls. Strange. Yeah, sure. SL Custom Carpentry. Sure. Aren't you the guy that pretends to be something different every time you're here? You obviously have no fucking brains. MSNBC. Yeah, no, I don't watch or listen to MSNBC. I mean, listen, you guys, you sound retarded because all you listen to is Fox News. Like that's literally all you listen to, and maybe OAN and Newsmax, which is basically Fox News. And you talk about other people in MSNBC and CNN. I mean, you're just projecting onto other people what you guys do, you know? 3D printed meat and chicken. Is that right? Yeah. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to get going. I'll see you guys next time. MAGA, fuck all of you. You're the worst people on the planet. I honestly, if you all died tomorrow, I wouldn't even be bothered at all. I'd probably celebrate. And the rest of you, the smart people, I love you guys. And I'll see you next time.